Okay, everybody, buckle your seatbelts because the Michael Finkley Show has a brand new home.
The Michael Finkley Show is now a part of the Greater Works Network on Roku TV. To watch, add the Greater Works Network channel to your Roku TV. Congratulations, Finkley!
Eating right and working out for 2021.
To discuss his amazing weight loss transformation, we have Robert Browne.
After my initial visit, they put me on some blood pressure medication, and the doctor...
Tyler Newton is with us to give us health tips and advice for 2021.
Everybody is having an individualized plan for what your goal is.
Coming up next.
Just to make it. Just to make it. Just to make it. I've been working all my life just to make it. Just to make it. Just to make it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Today is Monday, January 25th, 2021. Y'all, a brand new week of newness, beginnings, opportunities. Let's take advantage of it. Let's go. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell for notification. We'll send you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Thank you so much to our subscribers, our viewers, our future subscribers, our future viewers. We are The Michael Finkley Show, okay? And we're here to inform, educate, and inspire you, bring you shows that you need to hear and that you want to hear as well. Thank you so much. So, this weekend, I took some time for me, trying to get my stuff together, all that kind of good stuff, and just reflecting on the concept of the cup. When the cup runneth over, when my cup runneth over, that running over part is for everyone else. You cannot serve others from an empty cup. Protect what's in your cup. Take care of yourself, health, spiritual, all this other kind of good stuff. Take care of yourself, okay? In order for you to be effective for others. If your cup stops running over, let's reevaluate some things. But until that time comes and your cup continues to run over, be effective for others, give to others, do what you need to do. But again, at the end of the day, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Today's show is all about getting fit, eating right for 2021. We have Robert Browne with us as he tells his amazing transformation story health-wise. I tell you, the brother has some awesome things to talk about. And we also have Tyler Newton with us, and he's going to tell us what we should be exercising with and what we should be eating in this time of 2021. Another awesome show with Motivational Mondays as well with Tim Clifton. We'll be right back.
Coming up, we have Robert Browne with us. We'll be right back. Celebrating black male educators on the next Michael Finkley Show. We have Dr. Rashad Anderson, Dr. Anthony Broughton, and Dr. Jamar Mills.
Next Finkley.
I'm just not college material. I am tired of school. I'm just not sure what I want to do after graduation. Sound familiar? Welcome to the Prelo Educational Institute. Our focus is to help young people prepare for life after high school. It's never too early to start planting the seed for education, career, and life overall. The Prelo Educational Institute is made up of the following two products. The first product is the book titled I Ain't Going to College, A Guide for Life After High School. This is the first book of a series that introduces middle and high school students to a young man struggling to find his way and make the decision about whether attending college is the right choice for him or not. The book has questions inside, and a supplemental curriculum can also be purchased. The newest product from the Prelo Educational Institute is our online course titled Preparing for Life After High School. In this course, students will learn about decision-making, self-confidence, accountability, self-awareness, and many other topics that speak to social-emotional learning. Young people will read a story about a young man who never gave up no matter what the circumstances were. The course is interactive and has questions, quizzes, and video. Do not wait until your child or student is a senior in high school to start planning. Enroll today. To enroll and learn more, please visit www.speakerauthormarlowe.com.
And welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, today we are talking with persons that are trying to get us fit and to shape and tell us how to be that person we need to be health-wise for 2021. Now, I've been following this individual for a while on social media, and what a story he has been telling us by way of his posts, his words, for an awesome transformation. But we're going to hear more about that from him. We are chatting with Coach, and we also are chatting with an educator. Here he is, Robert Browne. Robert.
Hello, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
How are you?
I'm good. Just finished doing what I do best, getting my athletes into shape and football practice and powerlifting practice. So.
All right. So now I'm glad you had some time to chat with us, Robert.
Yeah, of course. I'm always willing to help educate and inspire some people.
That's it. And that's what we're all about. That's it. So Robert, like I said, I've been following you for a minute now. So when in your life did you just decide enough is enough and I have got to change my overall being?
It was a series of events, but long story short, the events culminated into me having some health issues and had to go get placed on medication for high blood pressure, and I was pre-diabetic. And I'm a Taurus, so by nature, I think we all know that a lot of Taurus are stubborn, right? So so I went to the doctor after my initial visit. They put me on some blood pressure medication. Yeah. And the doctor, I went back and the doctor upped my dosage. And of course, me at the time, I was thinking like, this is like a one-time thing. And basically the doctor said, no, Mr. Browne, I'm looking at your health markers and from your family history, high blood pressure, diabetes runs in your family. You're probably gonna have to take this medication for the rest of your life. So at that point, I looked at it as a challenge, right?
Right.
So the initial thing that started me, I think a lot of times when you go to the doctor and you step on that scale for your initial visit and you think like, I don't think the scale is right. So I stepped on the scale and it was like 360. I was like, geez, I didn't know I got that big. So long story short, when she told me you're probably gonna have to take this blood pressure medicine for the rest of your life, and then I started researching the side effects of blood pressure medicine. And one of them in particular stood out to me. I think we all know what that is. Okay, so I'm not going to say it, but one of them stood out in particular, and I was too young to have that function not work for myself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I said, I'm going to show you. So they gave me a 90-day supply, and they told me to come back. Well, I actually never went back, and I never took the blood pressure medicine. So now you're looking at me probably 140 pounds now.
Wow. That's how much you weigh now?
No, 140 pounds down.
You've lost 140 pounds. And what was that journey like for you? How did you begin that journey to weight loss?
Well, I think it's a little different for me because I've always been an athlete. And then I kind of lost my way as an athlete. I ended up getting hurt. I went to Alcorn State University on a football scholarship. I started my freshman year, got freshman of the year. I started my sophomore year, junior year. I was pretty good. And the second to the last game of my junior year against our rival, Jackson State University, I ended up tearing up my knee and I never played again. So in that process, I had 3 knee surgeries over the probably around 2 years. I had 3 knee surgeries. My playing weight was probably around 270, 280. And then after I stopped playing, that 270, 280 ballooned to 360, and I had no clue. Like, in my mind, I still was an athlete, so I still ate like an athlete. So a lot of times that's the problem. We have a certain lifestyle, and then we change our lifestyle, but we keep the same eating habits. And those bad eating habits turned into a 100-pound gain because I was still eating like I was an athlete because as of 2 years ago, I was. So slowly that weight started to creep up.
Wow. And so as you began to exercise and you started eating better, how quickly did you see a change?
I actually I didn't lose the weight as fast as a lot of people want to or choose to lose the weight. One, because like I said, I had knee surgery. So
Right.
any type of cardio that I would do, the pounding and the running on my knee would make my joints become inflamed, like swell up really bad. So I said, maybe I can just do it with diet and exercise. So I really focused on exercise and diet. Like these people at the school will tell you, I would come to school with my meals like for the entire day. Okay. And this is what I was gonna eat. When it was time to eat, I was gonna do my job, but I was gonna eat my meals.
Right.
And that discipline, it just lasted me a lifetime. And I most people, they gain the weight back after they lose it. I've never gotten over probably 240, 250. And that was intentionally. So I intentionally got that big, but most people gain the weight they lost back plus more. I hadn't. And it just the discipline I developed. Like once I make my mind up towards something, like I'm pretty much gonna do it.
Gotcha. And now you are down 140 pounds. How are you helping others with their weight loss journeys?
Well, I mean, it's what's crazy is all of the kids, like they don't like, especially if they weren't here when I first got the job. When I first got the job, I was overweight, like really, really big. But like I said, in my mind, I still was an athlete. So I was still coaching football and helping with the football team. So I had a kid challenge me as a 10th grader. He was like, Coach, I'm gonna be stronger than you. Keep in mind, I was an athlete, so I was pretty strong. I just had gained a lot of weight. So I was like, boy, you'll never be stronger than me because you don't work hard enough. And in my mind, I'm challenging him, but I'm watching him accept the challenge.
Right.
And if somebody accepts my challenge and me having the competitive nature that I have, I'm going to push myself just as hard as that person's pushing themselves.
Right.
So it started off as this kid saying, I'm gonna be better than you or be stronger than you. And I said, no, you don't work hard as me. And then like, okay, well, maybe see how I influenced that kid. Well, maybe I can do that to some more kids. Then what's crazy, after I made my transformation, the kids that were here when I first got here, they never seen me big. The kids after them, they never seen me big. So I would, in my health class, I would put up, when we started talking about nutrition, I would put up my before and after picture. And they'd be like, oh, Coach, that ain't you. I was like, yes, it is. And this is them. And I get them in the 9th grade, and they be like, Coach, I can't gain weight. I tell you, I eat whatever I want to eat. I said, baby, just keep living.
You got that right. Listen.
Just keep living.
Oh, wow. And how long did it take you to lose the weight?
It took me, my initial 100 pounds took me about a year and a half. And then for another 20 to 30 pounds, it took about another half a year. But like I said, it could be done faster. I just didn't want to do it faster.
Right.
And then I started researching the benefits of strength training, protein, what the actual nutrients are going to be used for in your body, and the benefits of doing that, rather than just immediately going on a crash diet and just trying to get the weight off as fast as you can. Right. So like I said, like by me arming myself with those tools, I developed the discipline to keep the weight off. And I think a lot of times most people just want to lose the weight. That's not the hard part. We don't have a problem with people losing weight. Anybody can lose 5 or 10 pounds, but most people are going to gain that weight back because they haven't developed the tools, the discipline they need to keep the weight off.
Gotcha. That's exactly right. I'm talking from experience.
I know.
Exactly right. And so encouraging words, Robert, what would you tell to persons that are in your shoes? They're trying to lose the weight. What would you tell them to encourage?
I tell my clients all the time, I coach clients online, and I tell them, first of all, you need to find your reason why. And it can't be a superficial reason, because superficial reasons fade. Like you have to have something that is motivating intrinsically. Like, what is going to make me do this? Is it going to be my health? Is it going to be longevity? Is it going to be my family? Like, I have to have something that motivates me. And my reason why was high blood pressure, hypertension. My mom's diabetic. She takes medicine. Okay, eventually we want to say, oh, my family history is this. Well, your family history is always going to repeat itself if you don't cause it to change.
That's it. That's it.
So,
Now, that's a word right there, bro. That is a word. How can they find you on social media?
Robbie _Browne. That is ROBBY _ BROWNE on Instagram, and Robert Browne on Facebook, if anybody wants to follow me.
All right. And how can they become a client if they're looking to lose that weight?
They can contact me. I have my email address on my page, as well as I have you can contact me through DM messages.
All right, you heard it here. Thank you, Robert. Awesome transformation. We trying to be like you, bro. Thank you so much for being.
Next, we have Tyler Newton. We'll be right back.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you.
Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Little Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Little Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming their life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Little Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. So a brand new year has begun. 2021, and many of our resolutions is to lose weight. That's one of the major ones. So we decided to bring on someone who's an expert in that field to help our Fink fam, our fans, our viewers, to help them get started with that New Year's resolution, including myself. So we're chatting with certified personal trainer, online nutrition coach, Tyler Newton. Tyler, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. So let's get right into it. So what do you usually see? Because we had a brief conversation before this. What do you usually see that happens in the new year when people are talking about their fitness and their health endeavors?
I would say the most common thing that I see is most people have this all-in mentality when the new year hits. And what most people tend to do is we all start with our resolutions, and everybody wants to go like all in on trying to lose weight and get ready for beach season. And generally what we see is by about February or, March, most people start to fizzle off because their body's aching. They're not properly, hydrating, and they're not eating enough. And so we normally start to see people start to fizzle out into the new year. So for me, a lot of times I just see a lot of people that are going all in too soon and not actually easing their way into fitness.
Oh, wow. So how can they stop that fizzleness before they hit that plateau?
I think first and foremost is you have to know your entry point. So you have to know where you're at in your fitness journey and what you can handle and what you can't handle. Everybody has a different starting point. There's some people that are former athletes. There's some people that have really never picked up weights in their life. So I think for everybody, it's having an individualized plan for what your goal is into the new year and where you need to start. And so what I tell most people is let's just start with the basics, right? Let's see how many days a week you can start to move, whether it's actually in the gym or outside at your house now with COVID. So let's just make a plan. Let's stick to that plan and start out kind of slow, maybe 2 to 3 days a week, and then work our way up. We don't have to go all in with like that 4 to 5 day mentality. We really need to start with 2 to 3 days of movement.
Gotcha. So let's start with the fitness portion. So what should persons be wearing? I know that is, based on the person's goals or what have you. So I guess in a general sense, what should persons be working on when it comes to their fitness?
So if we're talking about actually getting into the gym and fitness related, I think everybody needs to start with one, walking and not running. I think everybody undervalues a 30-minute walk outside, getting some vitamin D, getting some fresh air, especially now that we're working from home virtually. And we should
Mhm.
also be mixing in resistance training. So we need to get into the gym and start to actually lift some weights. And if you can't get into the gym or you don't want to go into the gym because of COVID, resistance bands online, Amazon, $49. You can buy a whole resistance set that goes up to 50 pounds. You can hook it up to a wall in your house and we can get you a whole plan around resistance bands. So that way we're adding resistance. We need to make sure that we're not cardio kings and queens. We need to mix it up. Okay. Because if we're trying to burn fat, we need to overload the muscles. So we really need to make sure we have that balance of both cardio, which it doesn't have to be intense, and
Mhm.
resistance training as well.
Gotcha. So where does weights come into play? Is that a part of the resistance as well?
Yeah, so when we're talking about resistance, we're talking about weightlifting. So whether it be dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, or even the resistance bands, you would be surprised at how many people actually can get results from just using resistance bands and not even having to pick up a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a barbell. Because a lot of people, let's face it, not everybody is a gym rat. Not everybody knows what to do. So let's start you out kind of slow with something that you feel comfortable with, and that is resistance bands. I program for people online resistance band workouts who can't go into the gym right now. Some of my clients are all the way up in Canada. Their gyms are not open. So we just do full body routines with resistance bands, and they've seen great results.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
so, when it comes to food, I know that right now, again, COVID, everyone is kind of struggling with the COVID weight. So, what should
Yeah.
we be eating?
I have a very holistic approach to fitness. And for me, I actually think that we need to figure out what you like to eat, and then we
Mhm.
need to kind of program around that. Now, obviously, for most people, we need to substitute maybe some of the I guess you could say refined or processed foods.
Mhm.
Definitely I tell people when they go to the grocery store, we need to be shopping on the outside of the aisles. We don't need to be inside the aisles. So we need to be having fresh fruit. We need to be having fruits and vegetables and make sure we're getting adequate protein. The number one macronutrient that we need is protein. So most people, when they're actually trying to build muscle and tone, because honestly, when people say they want to get toned, what they're really saying is they want to build muscle, because muscle
Mhm.
is what we see, and not having enough protein in your diet is not going to help us for one, recovery when you're going into the gym. And it's not going to help us with building muscle. So we
Mhm.
definitely need to make sure that number one, we're getting adequate protein. We then actually need to get enough fat to also in our diet, good fats. Okay. So olive oil, avocados, nuts, things of that nature. We need to have about 25 to 35% fats in our diet. And then we just fill the rest with carbs. So, I mean, vegetables are carbs, fruits are carbs, potatoes, rice, couscous, quinoa, all of those things. We actually need carbs in our life. Now, I know keto is the big fad right now, but
Mhm.
keto is not for everybody. So, you know what? Like, if you don't want to eat just protein and fats and cut out all the fun carbs, then you know what? Let's not go that route. Let's keep it basic. Let's keep it simple, and let's enjoy our food, enjoy the carbs, because the more intense you're actually working out, I think the more carbs we need.
I gotcha. So I'm a big carb person. I think I eat the wrong type of carbs. I really do like my breads and my pastas and stuff. So
That's okay.
can I still eat those type of things, or do I have to kind of
Yeah.
substitute at times?
No, I mean, you can definitely eat those things. I think you could always look at variations.
Mhm.
I know for me, I like to sometimes, if I want pasta, but I'm trying to stay a little bit on the low carb end, you could look at spaghetti squash is a great alternative. We now have lentil pasta, we have black bean pasta, we have whole wheat pasta. When we're looking at when people start talking about taking away breads or they start taking away pasta, it all comes in balance, right? For me, I look at the whole picture with people around how much they should be taking in. And then can we build around the amount of calories that they need in their diet to sustain whatever track they're on or periodization that they're in? So if you're in a weight loss protocol right now, say we're going to average 2,000 calories. If that pasta can fall within the 2,000 calories that you want, then let's have the pasta. We don't need to be taking food away from ourselves. So many people want to restrict. Really and truly, we should be adding, not subtracting. So we need to look at what we need to actually add into our diets, not just subtract. And I think we have this backwards in our fitness space. So many people want to tell you need to take things away. Really and truly, we should be looking at what we need to add into the diet, not take away.
That's some good stuff. That is definitely some good stuff. And I'm listening. I'm definitely listening here. How can they reach out to you to say, hey, I have some questions, or I want to become one of your clients? How can our viewers reach out to you?
Yeah, so if you're going to follow me on Facebook, it's just Tyler Newton. You can reach out to me there. I'm very quick to reply to most people. And then if you want to follow along on Instagram, it's New10, NEW10_fitness. And then that's my fitness page on Instagram. So you can go check out and reach me on there as well. So, yeah.
All right. Thanks, Tyler. We really appreciate you. I know I have to do better for myself. Thank you so much, Tyler. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Michael.
Calling all TRIO, Gear Up, JAG, and other college readiness organizations. Hello everybody, it's Finkley with the Finkley Experience. I am here to offer you information about our college readiness cohort series.
This college readiness series includes college applications, SAT, ACT prep, scholarships, financial aid, the mental mind state, HBCU versus PWI versus technical colleges, and so much more.
You know, this is helpful because it's actually like making me change my college plan.
Really? If interested, visit our website, thefinkleyexperience.com, or just email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. We're looking forward to working with you. Does your kid rock?
Wednesdays, we feature kids that rock. Want to participate? Email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com and tell us your story. Wednesdays.
Hello everybody, welcome back. So you know what today is? It's Monday. It's Monday with whom? Tim Clifton, to get our week started with some awesome motivation. Tim, take it away.
So man, it's your boy Tim the Millennial Coach, and I just want to come talk to y'all about trusting your process. This is important in everything you do because you have to be able to not give up when you don't see the results you want. And that's something big in success, in greatness, in anything that's produced greatness, and anything that produced success, and anything that you want to achieve, something that go forward with, is all within a process that's painful. You got to understand that you have to embrace pain, because pain produces greatness. Pain produces greatness. Pain produces greatness. And you got to remember that. So when you feel pain, or when you feel a certain way within yourself on why you're not getting the results you want, or when you feel like you're not even, you know if you're not hitting it hard enough, you know if you're not giving it 120%. I don't even have to tell you. I don't even have to sit here and tell you that. You already know. So if you know that, then you just really giving up on yourself. And you want to get on everybody else about how they treating you when you treating yourself the worst. You cheating yourself the worst. Why would you get mad at somebody else cheating you, but you cheating yourself? You not doing what it takes to get the results you want, so you cheating yourself. You should be mad at yourself. You should punish yourself for that. And sometimes that's what you need to do, is get back in the lab and sit with yourself and actually think, like, okay, what am I doing wrong here? Why I'm not getting the results I want, instead of quitting. Quitting is not the answer to success. Quitting don't produce success. Because, like I say, and this is something that I like to say, and I live by this, is that you don't fail off of a mistake. You don't fail because you didn't know. You don't fail because you didn't finish. You fail because you quit. That's the only time you fail, when you say the words, I quit. When you say the words, I can't do it no more, which is false. When you say the words, I quit, that's when you fail. And that's when you become a part of the failure cycle. And you don't want to have that mentality. You don't want to have that quit mentality. We need winning mentality. We need grind mentality. We need go get it mentality at all times, because like some of you got deeper meanings on why you doing things. You may have kids, you have a family. When you have things that just for yourself, everybody should really have a deeper meaning on why they do what they do. You got parents, you got friends, you got loved ones. Anything that you have, I want you to write down why you do what you do, and then take that and really sit back and think about it and draw that in so it can re-motivate you and refuel you to go do whatever you need to do to produce success in your life today.
On the next Michael Finkley,
We have Coach Eddie and Alan Caballero.
welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I do hope that you have taken heed to what our guests have said today about your health and your wellness. Please, please, please take care of yourself. Please. Thank you so much, Robert, for telling your awesome story, that awesome transformation story, and you're continuously passing that forward and helping others. Thank you, Tyler, for giving us advice on our health and also fitness and what we should be eating. I tell you, jewels among jewels. Thank you so much. Tim, thank you so much for motivating us to get our week started on the right path. Thank you so much. On the next Michael Finkley, we are honoring Black male educators. We have Dr. Rashad Anderson, Dr. Anthony Broughton, and Dr. Jameer Mills with us. And I tell you, these gentlemen have an incredible story to tell, their experiences, their knowledge of the field. I tell you, it's another show you don't want to miss. Again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell for notification. We'll see you an email saying new content is uploaded. Please listen to us on Spotify. Please listen to us on Apple Podcasts as well, on Roku TV as well, through the Greater Words Network. Greater Words Network. Please visit our website at michaelfinkleyshow.com. And if you'd love to be a guest on the Michael Finkley Show, please, please, please email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. Thank you so much for watching. And guess what? We will see you Wednesday. Have a good one.